Okay, are we on? Are we on? Yes, we are on. I should certainly hope so. All I have to do is wait for this thing to load up so that I can have it on at the same time to make sure that my stuff does not go unnoticed. Come on. Look at this. Look at this. Floppy. Oh, dear Lord. There we go. Okay. Back on business, I suppose. Moving on. Oh yeah, I was going to say something, but then I got cut off somehow. Yeah. So, yeah. Actors who got their start in the... if I was turning this into a short... yeah, Sylvester Stallone, he started off in Blue movies, apparently. And also the voice actor for Kakyoin, for any JoJo's Bizarre Adventure fans. So, yeah, fancy that. In the social media video shot outside Nottingham Trent University, she said she was there as promised to sleep with 108 barely legal 18-year-olds with Steak's logo on the screen. Oh, okay. My goodness. Campaigners had urged the culture secretary to take action over the advert for using sexual content to promote gambling to young people. What? I don't follow the connection between these two paragraphs. Okay, so Bonnie Blue said this in a social media video with... Oh, okay, so she said this in a social media video. And I'm guessing... Okay, I have questions. Let's see if they get answered, I guess. Campaigners urge the culture secretary to take action out over the advert for using sexual content to promote gambling to young people. Don't know what this has to do with gambling yet, guess we'll see. The Gambling Commission said it will write to Everton to warn of its responsibilities to ensure that the unlicensed gambling websites promoted on shirts cannot be accessed from Great Britain. Okay, so I'm assuming this Stakes place is like a gambling site of some sort. The regulator is also writing to Nottingham Forest, which has sponsorship from Kayun, and Leicester City, which has a deal with a BC Game, because both sites are also unlicensed in Great Britain. Australian online betting firm Stake decided to exit Great Britain after the Gambling Commission launched its investigation. The BBC understands that Everton has no plans to replace Stake as a main shirt sponsor. The English Premier League attracts a vast global audience, and clubs frequently strike sponsorship deals with firms that do no business in the UK. Stake, whose logo appears on Everton football shirts, calls itself the world's leading cryptocurrency, casino and sportsbook. It allows customers to be on sports or virtual casino games through GB users, though GB users cannot use Bitcoin and other digital currencies. It is run under license by a firm based in the Isle of Man, TGP Europe, using a white label agreement frequently used by global gambling firms that want to start up in the UK without a large initial investment in infrastructure and development. The Gambling Commission said Stake's GB business will stop taking new registrations and will close altogether on the 11th of March. Stake said in a statement that it has made a strategic decision in mutual agreement with TGP Europe to exit white label agreements and focus on securing local licenses through our in-house platform and operations, building upon our growth in key regulated markets, such as our recent expansions into Italy and Brazil. The regulator will warn the clubs that their officers could face up to 51 weeks in jail and unlimited fines if they were found guilty of promoting unlawful gambling websites. It wants an assurance from the clubs that they have carried out due diligence on their white label partners and that consumers in Great Britain cannot transact with the unlicensed sites, it said. That could involve the clubs specifying that the websites block UK users, including those using a virtual private network, VPN, which can allow users to access unlicensed websites by disguising which country they are accessing the internet from. It added that customers can contact a gambling operator via the operator's website if they still need to obtain their funds after the firm had been closed. Apologies. In January, Bonnie Blue, whose real name is Tia Billinger, tried to break the world record for sex with the largest number of men in 12 hours. She was not included in the commissioner's investigation, and there is no suggestion of wrongdoing on her part. The advert... Okay, so this was just a massive sandwich of a news story. You know, like, oh, a sex worker was briefly involved, and we'll vaguely sprinkle it in a little bit to imply that they were related a little bit, which they were, to be fair. But it's like, it was just a stealth technique to make me read about gambling, about gambling policies for the last number of minutes, I suppose. Which, okay, fair enough. Gotta make that bread, I suppose. I'm saying about the BBC. The advert was not posted by an official state. Yeah, okay, that's another thing. Like, yeah, I guess obviously goes without saying because, because I quite vocally make my whole deal, or part of my whole deal being that I am a woke bloke, I suppose, to put it that way. I'm very, pro-social progressivism, sex worker rights, anti-racism, anti-queerphobia, so on and so forth. I guess, on the 0.1% chance that this video or some of the people watching here are, not, then to them I say, hi. Hope you're doing okay, I suppose. A little bit. I disagree with you. So there. If you'd like to have a conversation, I wouldn't say no, because, I have double-digit level subscribers. So in this case, I actually don't mind getting into drawn-out conversations, because, hey, I would like to get bigger one day. Yeah. In ways not necessarily of the physical variety. So, yeah, take that how you will. The advert was not posted by an official stake account and has now been deleted. So was this advert... Was this advert with the Bonnie Blue ladies thing that she mentioned? Or was it... It was so... Okay, never mind. Premier League clubs have agreed to drop gambling companies as main shirt sponsors from the end of the 2025-26 season, but will still take gambling ads elsewhere, such as shirt sleeves and digital advert hoardings. There has been increased scrutiny from both the government and campaigners about the widespread use of gambling firms to sponsor football clubs. Research from 2024 suggested that the number of betting adverts during the opening weekend of the Premier League season almost trebled compared with the year before. Okay, I'm gonna have to get up. I'm gonna have to Google some definitions in a little bit. Campaigners, including former Stoke City player Tony Kelly, have warned about the dark side of sports betting, including gambling addiction. Okay, that's good. Fair enough. Yeah, I'm not a big fan, but a medium-sized fan of Jim Stephanie Sterling. She's done I've forgotten if she uses she, they pronouns. At least they pronouns. Anyway, I've forgotten if they why do I already said I've forgotten if either way, they make really good videos, in part talking about like predatory gambling techniques and FOMO and manipulating of like mental health stuff in the video game sphere, specifically with regards to stuff around microtransactions. So there's that. Highly recommend checking them out if you're so inclined. Campaigners including Everton, Leicester City declined to comment. The BBC has contacted Nottingham Forest, Bonnie Blue, aka Tia Bellinger, and TGP Europe for comment. Well, okay then. Trade tariffs and visas to dominate Trump-Modi talks. Okay. Why didn't I think of going by category? Going by category might have been more, yeah. Let's see culture. Let's see what's going on in the culture, why don't we? In fact, and you know what, while I'm looking at what's going on in the culture, let's see if the Mail and the Guardian also have a culture. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Oh. Female. Ha 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 ha. Oh, female. Ha ha ha. Is there a culture thing? I guess maybe it's under news. Let's see. Yeah, I feel like I have a lot more to say on cultural related shenanigans, so yeah. Ooh. Oh, okay. I am interested in checking out Brave New World sometime. Well, I've heard mixed things so far. And by mixed things, I mean I've only seen the Jeremy Jahns review so far, so yeah. And it just sounds like another Marvel movie, which is a bit of a shame, but it has some possibly interesting ideas, I guess. So we'll see. Oh, rugby legend divorcing his wife. Liam Payne? Oh boy. Okay, the Cray twins. Yeah, I haven't seen Legend. That was a film made about them, I believe. I haven't seen it, but I've seen a lot of clips of it, and, fine. Okay, you know what? I'm definitely looking at this one because I literally made this point. Yeah, I'm not. I don't think I made it a full short, but I made it part of a short. Ow! Oh, I hurt myself. I popped something on the side. Oh, hello, dear viewers. Yeah, we are. Oh, criminology student who is accused of murdering 4 university friends in their home could walk free after discovery of explosive new DNA evidence. Idaho? You and me both, sister. Anyway. Okay. if these ladies were possibly killed, I apologise profusely. That was very bad taste, even by my standards. Moving on. Yeah, I swear, this is very, oh, Bailey Hutchins. Oh, dear Lord. Oh, my. Oh, Hollywood finally turns on Kanye West. Controversial AI-generated video showing Jewish stars giving anti-Semitic rapper the finger goes viral, but some are not happy about it. Yeah, I have some thoughts about that. Yeah, guess we'll see. Yeah, and I swear, like, okay, side tangent coming at you live. Now, not a lot of people know this about me, unless you do, in which case, thanks for watching. I am an autistic individual. You know, like even in my own life. I mean, granted, I don't know a huge number of Elon fans or the like, but I have been seriously asked by someone whomst I know if the Elon salute thing was possibly caused by his autism, or if I think that his autism had anything to do with it. To which I say, no. I don't know why. When did that become? You know, I mean, you know, where was this talk during the anti-vax days? You know, why didn't you know? I mean, yeah, okay, this is a weird moment to be connecting unrelated dots, but like, you know, but like a lot of people in the anti-vax days are talking about like, oh yeah, you know what? Autism is so bad, I will literally risk death to make sure that my kid doesn't have it. I mean, it's not that bad. I mean, it's a little annoying at the worst of times, but it's not the end of the world. You know, speaking for myself, I know autistic people who are really nice, and autistic people who are massive dingle hoppers. Therefore, being autistic does not necessarily mean you are going to be, a cute little angel or the literal spawn of Satan. So, yeah. So, like, the 1-2 wombo combo of Kanye's, like, controversial weirdness and Elon's controversial weirdness being chalked up to autism is, it should have gone without saying in the first place, in my humble opinion. So, yeah. Although, you know what, I'm surprised no one tried to play that route with Will Smith. He's autistic, I believe, or at least I think I remember seeing something about it a while ago. So, you know, but no one said, oh, he slapped a guy. Maybe it was because it was an autism. Like, no, nobody said that, at least as far as I'm aware. So, therefore, don't use autism as an excuse to let fascists off the hook. You know, or even if they're not necessarily fascist, at the very least right-wing leaning opportunists. You know, or far-right opportunists, I should say, to put a finer point on it. So, yeah. Yeah. Oh, and just like that, I lost the 2 viewers who already dipped in. Oh, well, it's cool. So, let's see where this is going. Oh boy. Okay, and I have to close that. Yes, I do. Hollywood finally turns on Kanye West. Controversial AI-generated video showing Jewish celebs giving anti-Semitic rapper... Oh, the Daily Mail is calling out someone on a bigotry? I never thought I'd see the day. This is good to know. Yeah, fancy that. Giving anti-Semitic rapper the finger goes viral, but some are not happy about it. Okay, and you know what? Again, tangent time. Okay, I fancy myself an artist. I like to make things. I want to make better things. And there are different types of things that I want to make, but because those would take a lot more time and effort, for the time being, I'm cool with just making, gameplay related stuff and like more simplistic content until I find a longer term job, sort out some coursework stuff and get back on my feet. That said, sometimes AI art looks cool and is good, and I don't want to admit that because it is very arguably theft. Yeah, okay, I have a friend who, yeah, like, yeah, and like, to my friend, if you're watching this right now or later, to which I say, I'm very deeply sorry that I haven't broached this conversation with you, with you in person, and in hindsight, I would like to now, well, maybe not now, maybe now if you are, but you're probably not free at the moment, but that's okay. But, enough waffling. Point being, I've Jesus Christ, I'm going through like 4 different like branches of thought in right now. But okay, pick one. Pick one. Okay, well now I can't. Well, now I've lost my train of thought. Whatever. Guess we're gonna keep watching the thing. So, yeah. Hollywood has turned on Kanye West after he made a slew of anti-Semitic rants and started selling swastika t-shirts in his latest outrageous stunt. Okay, how? How has Hollywood turned on Kanye West? Let's see if they answer this. The rapper, 47, has sparked outrage in recent days after he used his Yeezy website to sell a $20 white shirt featuring a swastika and launched an anti-Semitic rant on X. After his 3-day barrage of racist, sexist, and homophobic tweets, many Hollywood stars have turned against him, including Isla Fisher and David Schwimmer. An AI-generated video has been created showing digital versions of high-profile Jewish celebrities condemning Kanye's vile actiones. The video has in turn proved controversial, though, with some stars furious about their likeness being used without their approval. Scarlett Johansson called for lawmakers to place limits on the unauthorized use of AI after she featured in the video. Oh, I didn't know she was Jewish. Oh, fancy that. The actress denounced what she referred to as the misuse of AI, no matter what its messaging. Okay, and you know what? Like, I mean, this literally already is a precedented thing in terms of like using an actor's likeness without their permission, because this was literally the thing in what's it called? There's a video by Fact Fiend talking about it more in depth about an actor who was changed between Back to the Future Part 1 and Part 2. But the short version is that in Back to the Future 1, the guy who played the young version of Marty's dad was... like, that actor was switched out in the second film, and they made like a really high-tech like face mask in like to replicate the likeness of the actor from the first film. And so the actor from the first film sued them to say, hey, I'm an actor, my face is really damn important, therefore, either pay me or don't, and he ended up winning that lawsuit. Because he said, well, yeah, you have to make a precedent for this because you never know for the future that people might be able to take your face and do bullshit with it. And, instead of paying you to use your face to do bullshit with it and get paid for it. So, yeah, basically that. And also the Wachowskis, who almost did a similar thing to Jet Li, which is very sad to think about. So yeah, like like anyone who gets the impression that I'm a chaser because I'm very vocally pro-trans, yeah, no, the Wachowskis were being massive dingle hoppers about that whole situation. And I think it hurt. Okay, and for those of you who don't know, I'll briefly summarize it as it was either Jet Li or another martial artist who the Wachowskis asked if they could have him do some martial arts in front of a green screen so that they could basically take his moves and use them pretty much for anything, wherever, whenever, so that they could use it for like combat in video games, or impose different character faces onto the action, or all sorts of craziness, or get other characters to fight like that, and so on and so forth. And so he was like, "What? So you want me to do like 30 minutes worth of stuff so that you can superimpose it into possibly hundreds of hours worth of stuff and only pay me for 30 minutes worth of stuff?" And they were apparently like, yes! Yeah, that's fucked up, to put it mildly, even. Yeah. So yeah, basically that. Anyway, in a blistering criticism of West, Fisher declared him as monster and urged her fans to unfollow him, saying she has no tolerance for this shit. Yeah, agreed, fair enough. The Australian actress who converted to Judaism to marry her former husband, Sacha Baron Cohen, in... Wow! Man's got game. I didn't know this. Anyway, in 2010, penned on Instagram, "Hey friends, can you please unfollow Kanye? Did you know this is the only thing for sale on his website after placing a Super Bowl commercial? F this monster forever. No tolerance for this shit," Isla said. Meanwhile, Friends icon Schwimmer branded West a deranged bigot and said his hate speech is fueling real-life violence, as he called for Elon Musk to remove his account from X, saying silence is complicity. The star's X account has since been taken down. Yeah. Okay then. Okay, let's view the gallery, why don't we? Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Yaha. Righto. Oh, okay then. Oh. Aha. Oh, okay then. Oh my. Okay then. Moving on. Oh boy, this is a long one. This one's longer than the longer one. Wait, what am I even talking about now? Anyway. Oh, that was it? Oh, okay, wait. In recent days, Kanye has once again crossed every possible line. The man who's and spread anti-Semitic conspiracy theories used one of the biggest stages in the world, a Super Bowl commercial. He penned, "I don't know what's worse, the fact that he identifies as a Nazi, which implies he wants to exterminate all marginalized communities, including his own, or the fact that there is no sufficient outrage to remove and ban him from all social media at this point. Silence is complicity. Yeezy.com has now disappeared from the internet after Shopify and said it violated his term." I don't get what that's supposed to mean. I'm assuming they mean terms of service, in which case, yeah, he violated his own terms of service? Or, I don't know. Who's to say? The AI video shows a generated white t-shirt featuring a Hansa with a raised middle finger and a Star of David on it, printed above the word Kanye, directly mocking the musician's offensive t-shirt's design. The Hansa is a hand-shaped amulet that symbolises protection and unity, and is often used throughout North Africa and the Middle East. AI versions of Scarlett Johansson, David Schwimmer, Lisa Kudrow, Sasha Blah. Oh, Jack Black as well, wow. All wore the t-shirt in the video. A fake Adam Sandler closed out the video by giving the middle finger to camera and smiling before saying, "Enough is enough, join the fight against anti-Semitism." Expanding on her frustration at being included in the video, Scarlett clarified that she does not have any tolerance for hate speech or anti-Semitism. It has been brought to my attention by family members and friends that an AI-generated video featuring my likeness in response to an anti-Semitic view has been circulating online and gaining traction, she said. However, not everyone included has been in support of their likeness being recreated, with Black Widow star Julie Hansen calling the limits. Yeah, regulation would certainly be nice, to put it mildly even. And yeah, and you know what? I am going to finish a thought that I didn't finish beforehand. So, as someone who wants to be really great at their craft, but fears that they might not be, AI is appealing in that way. I want to make good art. I want to be good artist. If AI can make stuff that is better than what I can make, then that is worrying for me specifically. At the same time, AI only gets to make better stuff than what I can make because it is just yoinking stuff from other people who already made said good stuff. So therefore, if I did it, then that would basically be me confessing to the world that I am not good enough to just make my own good shit. And that would be very unfortunate for me specifically. And also whoever ended up getting accidentally stolen from, I suppose, so there's certainly that. Jesus, not to turn this into the TopNot AI art therapy power hour or anything, but yeah, I don't know, good to get that off my chest at the very least, I suppose. Especially yeah. I could blow myself right about now. Why didn't I bring any tissues with me? Whatever, it's cool. Is there anything else? Abracapocus. Huh. Oh. Bah. Yeah. Anything else off the top of my head? I guess we'll carry on. I'm a Jewish woman who has no tolerance for anti-Semitism or hate speech of any kind, but I also firmly believe that the potential for hate speech multiplied by AI is a far greater threat than any one person who takes accountability for it. We must call out the misuse of AI no matter its messaging, or we risk losing a hold on reality. I have unfortunately been a very public victim of AI, but the truth is that there is a 1,000-foot wave coming regarding AI that several progressive countries, not including the United States, have responded to in a responsible manner. It is terrifying that the US government is paralyzed apologies, when it comes to passing legislation that protects all of its citizens against the imminent dangers of AI. I urge the US government to make the passing of legislation limiting AI use a top priority. It is a bipartisan issue that enormously affects the immediate future of humanity at large. Much like a small medium, you might say. Sorry. Has voiced an AI operating system in 2013 movie Her, has been vocal in her concerns surrounding AI and previously accused OpenAI of deliberately copying her voice on ChatGPT without her knowledge, which the company denied. The Kanye AI footage was... Oh dear, I hope... Okay, let's just wait. Oh. The Kanye AI footage was shared to X, formerly known as Twitter, by Israeli AI expert Ori Bejeran, I'm sorry, alongside a list of reasons why Kanye's actions are offensive and are not a gimmick. He wrote "F you Kanye West" in recent days. Kanye West has once again crossed every possible red line. The man who previously declared I'm a... Yeah. I feel like it's getting a bit repetitive at this point. But whatever, it's cool. Praised Hitler and spread anti-Semitic conspiracy theories, used one of the biggest stages in the world, a Super Bowl commercial, broadcast to spread anti-Semitism and hate. This is not a mistake, not a gimmick, and not artistic provocation. This is a deliberate incitement against Jews, he said. This is the normalization of Nazi symbols in front of tens of millions of people. This is a call for violence disguised as pop culture. West stoked the furor over his remarks when he used a Super Bowl advert to promote his fashion line Yeezy, which only featured one item on its website, a $20 white t-shirt featuring a swastika, before it was removed by Shopify. Okay then. Yeah, yeah, okay, yeah, I know I probably shouldn't have expected anything different from this so far. Like, I thought, okay, maybe I don't know why I expected this to be, like, something that I could have a longer discussion about other than, oh no, he did an anti-Semitism and that's bad, he shouldn't do that. You know, like... Yeah, like, there's not much of a conversation to be had here, you know, outside of the stuff about AI in general, but, you know, like... And I guess, like, briefly spinning off of that, in addition to AI possibly being used to take people's likenesses and use them against their will, likewise, Fluffing Hello Future Me did an interesting video about AI, in which he also discussed another unethical aspect of AI, is that some people use it to reproduce, let's say, explicit content of young people, to put it that way. And that is certainly horrible and worth discussing, you know, from a legal perspective. So yeah, yeah, I guess, yeah. Okay, you know what, let's check out one of the other stories, you know, really cleanse my palate ever so slightly. We should welcome... Oh yeah, the Paddington... Okay, you know what, this will be good, because yeah, semi-recently I saw the Paddington Bear films. They were really good. And also, you know what, like, again, if I turn this into a short, follow Story Street. Story Street is a good YouTuber. He recently did a video about the Paddington films, and it was some good shit. We should welcome small-boat migrants to Britain, because we welcomed Paddington. Labour MP bizarrely claims fictional bear would be denied UK citizenship under toughened Home Office rules. Yeah, let's see. A Labour MP today bizarrely claimed Paddington would be denied UK citizenship under toughened rules for those who arrive in Britain illegally. Stella Creasy, the Wolfhamstow, I'm sorry, the Walthamstow MP, referred to the fictional talking bear as she lashed out at government changes to immigration regulations. The UK Home Office's updated good character guidance now states that anyone who entered the UK illegally will normally have a citizen application refused. Okay, just down the hatch. This is regardless of the time that has passed since the illegal entry took place, according to changes made on Monday. The updated guidance also makes specific reference to those making a dangerous journey, such as arriving in Britain on a small boat or by hiding in a vehicle. The changes were made as the government sought to repeal laws passed by the previous Tory administration as part of efforts to send Channel migrants to Rwanda. Oh dear me. But ministers are facing a backlash and stand accused of quietly blocking thousands of refugees who have successfully applied for asylum from claiming UK citizenship. Okay. Oh, okay, I think I get it. So basically, okay, so if I'm understanding this correctly, even if someone gets here illegally, they can still apply for asylum legally, I guess. So in which case, fair enough. That doesn't... yeah, okay. Yeah, but I guess I think they should be allowed to do that, fair enough. Yeah, and if they are doing any sort of crimes, then okay, they get punished for that, but otherwise, that sounds reasonable enough. In her own criticism of the changes, Mrs. Creasy suggested Paddington would be among those impacted by the new guidance. He's a nice little guy. He's just a little guy. He's just a little guy. And the fact that they can't... I mean, it would be funny if someone made a joke about Paddington being a bear, but he's clearly more of an otter. I like the jacket. It's very Joseph in the Technicolor Dreamcoat coded. Oh, is that a dinghy? Oh my, oh dear, I think I went too low on that one. Okay, I wanted to check out the Home Office's updated good character guidance now states that anyone who entered the UK illegally, such as a small boat, will normally have a citizen application. Okay, so I'm not sure what that picture has to do with anything other than brown people on a boat, I guess. Pardon me. Okay, yeah, no, I will be back in a moment. I have to blow my nose, so yeah, I'm just going to send a message in the chat so that y'all know where I'm going. I will be back soon. Ooh, upsie daisy. Ooh. Hello everyone! Guess who's back? Back again. TopNot's back. Tell a friend. And you know what, before I do get back into business, I will also, briefly check the anglage of the danglage of my DMXs. To call them that. Okay, come on. Okay, nothing on that front. And anything on the other? I guess not. Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna put this back on where it was, I guess. And we will get back to... Oh, although... Okay, you know, I should just stay on the topic at hand, I suppose. Okay. Okay, I don't know why it's being so slow. Like, maybe it's because I have so many things open. Like, maybe I should just okay, there we go. The Labour backbencher told... There we go. The Labour backbencher told BBC Radio 4's Today that the action by the Home Office would deny the marmalade-munching mammal from getting a passport. She said, "I was incredibly proud over the last couple of months to work with one of my neighbours, who is a young man who fled Syria, who is now making a life here. He has just got his degree, is contributing to our society, and has now got British citizenship. This process would deny that. Essentially, it would deny, well, frankly, Paddington. Paddington did the same thing. He came via an irregular route. We gave him sanctuary, but wouldn't give him a passport. Miss Creasy suggested the Home Office changes would send the wrong message about integration in British society for successful asylum applicants. Let us be clear about what we're talking about here. This is citizenship. This is not granting people asylum," she added. 2/3 of the people who have come through irregular means and on small boats have been granted asylum because they have a well-founded fear of persecution. But this change is not about that. It is about when people are here and they have come to this country and they are staying here. For example, I have Afghan interpreters who came in that irregular route because the previous government fundamentally failed to take them to safety, and so they came via that route. When they have made a life here, this change means it is unlikely they will ever be able to get citizenship, which is completely different but important element of the message that we send about integration. This is not about whether we offer these people refuge. These people are people who can stay here already. This is about people who are here, who are part of our communities. Speaking later to LBC, Miss Creasy warned against treating successful asylum seekers as second-class citizens. She claimed Olympic hero Sir Mo Farah, who was illegally trafficked to Britain, would also have been impacted by the new rules. "I have a great faith in the British public. They are compassionate, decent people," she said. After all, we are also a nation that takes great pride in the apocryphal story of Paddington. Paddington was a stowaway from Peru, and when he went to have tea with the Queen, and wasn't that a beautiful British moment that everybody celebrated? A Home Office spokesperson said, "There are already rules that can prevent those arriving illegally from gaining citizenship. This guidance further strengthens measures to make it clear that anyone who enters the UK illegally, including small boat arrivals, faces having British citizenship application refused." Okay. That was an interesting read. Hang on, is there more? Or is this just other articles? Okay, yeah, this is just other articles. Okay, well, I mean, first off, it's good to be back. So yeah, what do I think of that? Oh, and I'm also going to flip over to my OBS studio so I can look at myself looking at you, so yeah. Oh my. Okay, so yeah, what do I think? I mean, yeah. I mean, again, it sucks that a lot of my thoughts are just, oh, well, this other person that I trust on other stuff said this, so therefore I also agree. But, like, but yeah, like, I mean, I would rather just say everything someone else says if what they're saying is right than just have my own opinions for the sake of having something unique to say. Which is really sucky for me, a guy who wants to be an artist. You know, an auteur, I should say, even. You know, that's really sucky for me, a guy who wants to make good shit, to say. Because, I mean, on the one hand, critical thinking, good. On the other hand, if someone else has already done the research and it checks out, then what else is there to say? So, you know, and I mean, yeah, Jesus, this became way more real than I intended for it to be. I just want to play video games now. Yeah, this was not supposed to go down like this. I actually intended on having a good time, but whatever, it's cool. I don't. Okay, yeah, this is weird that I've even gone from talking about, oh yeah, I'm feeling slightly uncomfortable right now. Yeah, wow, I feel slightly uncomfortable right now. Imagine how the dudes getting denied citizenship are feeling right now. So, yeah. Basically that. So, yeah. You know, I mean, at the end of the day, I'm an expert other than, as far as I can tell, you know, movement between countries is difficult. Sometimes people go through illegally as a last resort because they don't have any safe options available. It's great if they can come through legally, but I don't blame anyone for not being able to if it is difficult. And so therefore, I believe that should not be taken into account, you know, unless someone was using their travel for specifically dodgy reasons. But otherwise, unless someone's setting up county lines, then I'm assuming everything's fine. So, yeah. Oh boy. Oh boy, and am I right? Okay, yeah, just... Whew, had to make sure that was all in order. So, yeah. Basically that. And, yeah. Anything else? You know what? I do have, should I really? You know what? I will. Okay, everyone, we are going to do something ever so slightly random right now. Have y'all ever heard of Miniclip? I don't know how well this is going to capture itself, but, yeah, let's see. Final Ninja Zero. Yeah, Final Ninja and Final Ninja Zero used to be my favourite thing back in the day. So yeah, maybe this will help. I guess nullify the taste of like Tory policies, I suppose. I don't know. Okay, I guess we'll wait. And you know, I'm going to close all of these as well, so that hopefully it helps it run faster. So yeah. Nitro. Final Ninja Zero. Okay, I've turned off the sound for now because of reasons, and I'm just turning off the sound on my side so that I can see how things are going. Boom. Huge corporations battle for markets across the planet. They control everything and everyone. On the front line are warriors like Takeshi, a young ninja fresh from Combat Academy. Today is his first corporate espionage mission. Little does Takeshi realize that today begins the story of the legendary ninja, the Final Ninja, 40 years before the events of Final Ninja 1. So, hell yeah. It's this guy. It's these guys. Okay, I'm not going to bother reading all that because, stuff. But, yeah, sure, fair enough. Oh my. Oh, yeah. Oh, boy. Oh, this is running very badly. Whew. Hang on, I almost forgot. Yeah, get swing dingly, mate. Oh, this is... Takeshi wakes alone in a cold cell somewhere deep in the base. As opposed to the tip, I suppose. Oh, ooh la la, Lady Ninja Cakes. Yeah. Yeah. In a way, the gameplay for this kind of also gives Hollow Knight vibes in a way. Like, at least in terms of the wall jumping mechanic and such. So, yeah. And Yosha! Okay, I don't know why, but for some reason this is less action-packed as I remember it being. Okay, I will get that health thing for reasons though, because... Ooh. Well, okay then. I could have just killed all of them, but you know what? Where's the fun in that? Clean forgot what the cash does, but whatever, it's cool. Oh yeah, I forgot that was a thing as well. I wonder if it makes me invisible to the to getting hit even. That would be nice. And then Yosa! Okay, well I'm going to stop that there because that was running like fresh booty cheek and that is not quite ideal for my particular purposes. You know, I might be doing ever so slightly too much, which is to say, not enough in some ways and too much in others. So, I'm going to I'm going to see if the living room is free for one, and if so, then I will set up a little surprise. So, look forward to that, ladies and G-spots. So yeah, take care now. Bye bye then, and I'll talk to you later. Take care all. Hope you're doing good for yourself.